manager over Swansea. First game of the season today against Man City away. A really tough game. So here are the kits. Man City in their all traditional royal blue kit, and Swansea in the all orange kit. So the two teams, Man City, a great lineup, great team. They're going to be a great one for the future. Swansea, a team that have just been promoted, hoping for success in the Premier League. So as you can see, it's at the Eithad today. The two teams walking out onto the Eithad, pitch. It's a Monday night game, so it's the last one of the first round of fixtures for match day 1, as this game was in real life televised on Sky, as I think I rightly recall. So you look at the two teams. You got Sinclair there, being with the cameras panning on Sinclair, and the referee, Mr. Scott McBean. Hopefully he's not a knob like most of the other refs on this game. Anyway, so the two teams, Man City line up with a 4-2-3-1 formation with Aguero up front, and Swansea have just decided to try and play the same way that they're going to play, cancel them out. Again, a 4-2-3-1 formation with Graham up front. So on to the game then. We had some good chances in this game. Sigurdsson makes a good run into the corner of the pitch. He stops, turns, finds Sinclair, who's in the box. He turns, has a shot, which is blocked by the defender, and goes out for a corner. From the corner, which Sinclair decides to take, Danny Graham finds himself with a bit of space. Header's just about 7 yards out. Doesn't quite hit the target, just over the bar. So we get another chance. Sinclair runs down the line. He cuts inside, beating the defender. Curls the ball, and it goes in the top right-hand corner of the goal. Never going to save it, but it hits the crossbar. So Man City finally get their chance. Aguero finds Clichy. Clichy has a run down the line. He finally picks out a cross for Aguero, who puts it miles wide, and it's abysmal, really. So Aguero spreads the ball wide to Micah Richards, who finds Nasri. Nasri's running one-on-one with the defender. He twists and turns, and he manages to get away from the defender, but what a great save from Michel Vaughan, keeping us in the game there. So we managed to retrieve the ball, and we hit him on the break with Nathan Dyer's pace. His pace is really quick, as I've noticed a lot, and he manages to force a great save from Joe Hart in the Man City goal. So again, we pick up the ball in our own half, and we manage to knock the ball around quite well. Sinclair uses a bit of his pace, and he manages to cut back inside with a little dink and back outside, finding Graham eventually. Graham, who turns, twists, and manages to get a shot off, but he was never going to go on target. But Joe Hart makes a good save, nevertheless. And the ball is slightly cleared, only to find Sinclair's feet again. Sinclair twists and turns and finds Sigurdsson, who finds Sinclair again. Sinclair twists and turns, and eventually will cut inside to have another shot on goal, which is easily saved and gathered by Joe Hart. Joe Hart rolls the ball out to the defender, Kolo Touré, gets the ball blocked, and was maybe unlucky not to get the hold of the ball. But anyway, at half time, as you can see, we managed to hold our own and managed to get the score, keep the score down to 0-0. So as you can see the stats, we've had more shots and more possession than Man City, which I was really happy, and Micah Richards has had a book into his name as well. So on to the second half, and we managed to spread the ball wide to Nathan Dyer, who has a darting run down the line, only to be accurately cleared. He's crossed by Micah Richards. Eventually the ball falls to Leon Britton, who has an absolute banger, and how that hasn't gone in, God only knows. But anyway, moving on, and Man City tried to get a stranglehold in the game. Aguero eventually getting the ball wide to Clichy any second now, and Clichy makes a darting run down the line, and similar to the chance in the first half, he picks out Aguero, who puts a header wayward and quite wide. So they pick up the ball in their own half again, and eventually finding Pizarro, who spreads a great ball to Aguero in the last minute. Aguero twists and turns, and he eventually does Williams, and what a save that is by Michel Vaughan. Right at the bitter end, it looks like he's going to score when you see Aguero go one-on-one like that. A cheeky chip, and he maybe deserved to score. Anyway, they bring on Zeko for Pizarro, and from the resulting corner, this is exactly what happens. Michel Vaughan commands his area and punches the ball clear to Nathan Dyer's feet. Nathan Dyer makes a darting run up the line, but unfortunately the referee blows his whistle for the full time. But not unfortunate, because we have deserved everything we've got today. A clean sheet away at the Eithad, a great result for us, and nothing more I could have asked of the lads, really. Put in a really good organised performance. We've created our own chances, and quite a few chances at that as well. And we're unlucky in the finish that we didn't maybe get more from the game. But a clean sheet away at the Eithad, like I said, is a great thing to have picked up, and we'll move on to the next game hopefully, which is going to be a key game against Wigan at home, as you'll see in about 2 minutes time. There you go. So it's Wigan at home the next game, a big massive game for the club, and hopefully a great start. So here are the kits, all in white for Swansea, and Wigan are in blue shirt, white shorts and blue socks. So the two teams, obviously Swansea you all know about. Wigan, tough, resilient team that we're going to struggle to beat, and we're going to have to be on top of our game to beat this Wigan side. So the two sides have made a couple of changes. I've brought in Jordan Rhodes up front, dropped Danny Graham to the bench, not because I thought he played bad or anything, just because rest him and that. And for Wigan, they play a 4-1-2-1-2 formation, with Leon Best, a new signing by the look of it as well. So onto the game then. And Wigan started quite brightly, considering they had a few good chances. First of all, as you can see, this chance where they squared it across the box, but as you can see, the linesman put his flag up, and rightly so, as he was offside. So Rodallega makes a great run down the wing, beats the defender, manages to cut inside and finds McCarthy, who manages to put a cross in for Leon Best, who forces a great save from his volley from Michel Vaughan in the Swansea goal. There's a great save there from Michel Vaughan. So anyway, we pick up the ball and we hit him on the counter attack with Dyer, and we basically, instead of hitting him on the break as I had intended to do so, we slow the game up a bit. We start knocking the ball around quite well. Leon Britton, Joe Allen in the middle as well, with a couple of passes here and there. Anyway, the ball eventually falls to Sinclair, who has a good shot, which is unfortunately ends up well wide in the end. So anyway, moving on, Sigurdsson manages to turn and beat a player. He finds Jordan Rhodes, who does who gives him the ball back, but his shot's tame and goes wide. So half time 0-0, and we seem to be playing alright, to be fair. We've had quite a few chances, but so have they. So on to the second half, and moving onwards, Jordan Rhodes manages to find Stephen Dobby. Stephen Dobby finds Leon Britton. Leon Britton has a shot which is blocked, who finds Nathan Dyer, who unfortunately has a shot which goes wide. By the way, the Stephen Dobby coming on as a substitution, by the way, as you'll see, might be key. Anyway, they hit the post with Leon Best, which is a great header which Michel Vaughan wouldn't have saved, as you can clearly see, and he injures himself heading the ball as well. Don't know how that happened, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter to us anyway. So from the resulting header, we end up hitting him on the break. Stephen Dobby with a great turn and shot, and bang! So as you can see from this reverse angle that I'm going to show you of the goal, it's right through the ball, really true, right with the laces, and hits the bottom corner of the net. A great finish by Stephen Dobby. So as you can see, we've moved on and we've won the game 1-0, scoring in the 88th minute. The team are absolutely chuffed with themselves, and they deserve to be, because it's a great win in the 88th minute, as I said. In all honesty, they'll be gutted. Look at them. They're absolutely on the floor. 88th minute, they think they're going to get a draw, which would have been a good point from probably as well, and they're absolutely gutted. But who cares? We've won the game 1-0. The players are chuffed. I'm chuffed. And now we just need to move on and take that to the next level now. So the next two games, like I said, Sunderland at home in the league, a tough game, a tough ask again. but a home game, and Man United at home in the Cup. Not the easiest of games, but a game we'll definitely rise above, and will hopefully take on the challenge of the league champions in the Cup. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe for more. Thanks a lot.